Okay, and here we are. I have 10 books with me right now. If I can, it's so heavy. Okay, I have 10 books right here that I'm going to do for a Top 10 Tuesday of 10 books I think every adult should read if they're trying to get into a young adult genre. So right now, The Walking Dead is all the rage. That's what all my adult friends are talking about. So I think that this would be kind of a good novel for them to try, and that is The Fifth Wave. Now this doesn't have zombies in it, but it is kind of Pocahontas? No, poke-apocalyptic. Poke-apocalyptic? You know what I'm trying to say. That's what it is. It's aliens though, not zombies, but it's still very similar in these people are just trying to survive and they have like nothing. They just have the bare minimum, what they can carry on their back type of thing, and they're trying to not be killed by these aliens. And it's also told in multiple point of views, and I feel like the voices of the characters are more mature than some other YA. And I know I did put a lot of post-its on the quotes in this book that I loved because they were quotes that kind of made you think about life a little bit. So yes, read it. I'm just being weird now. This next one, I love this author so much. You guys, if I ever met her, I would just be one big ball of emotions. I wouldn't know what to do with myself. And that is Sarah Dessen. I'm gonna recommend all her books to adults. This one is my favorite, which is The Truth About Forever. My favorite. And that is because this one is very, like, the characters still fall in love, but it's not like insta love in your face. Oh my god, he's so hot. Oh my god, I want to make out with him. No. This is falling in love slowly. This is very realistic to real life. But on top of that, the love isn't like the main part of the book. It's just kind of like a component of it. So the main part of the book is this girl kind of trying to figure out how she can separate herself from her mom and be who she wants to be. Next book I'm going to recommend is Wanderlove. This book is great because a lot of people get to their older years and then they realize they haven't traveled anywhere in the world. They just haven't had time, things have come up, whatever, you know, whatever. But this book allows you to go to South America and experience it. And I think that that's a great way to get the full experience of a culture is through a book. I think sometimes adult books too, like Eat, Pray, Love is a travel book, but I think it just focuses so much on like divorce and all that stuff. And it's just like, nobody wants to be depressed when they read. They want to be happy and they want to be inspired. And I feel like that book, it takes like a really long time to get to that. But with Wanderlove, you're going on this adventure in South America and you're learning about this girl who is just discovering herself and discovering the world basically in different cultures and stuff. And there isn't that aspect of this is a depressing topic. It really isn't. All right, book number 4 that I'm going to recommend is Shatterby. This you might not have thought would make it on the list, but the reason that I love it is because it's so poetically beautiful that I think that adults would really appreciate the writing, more so than the plot. But the plot is also really awesome and very unique. If you're an adult and you haven't read any dystopian yet, this is kind of like, it's almost like it's not dystopian, but then more towards the end it is, so I think it would be a good transition into that genre. This next book I had my mom read, and she loved the whole trilogy, and that is the Delirium series. So this series is all about love being illegal, and I think as an adult it would be kind of cool to analyze your life if you didn't have that romantic relationship with somebody. And I think that it would be cool to kind of also analyze your other relationships, like your best friends or your family, without that component of love. Because once the people in this book get the operation at 18 years old, they don't love people anymore. It's just kind of like, whoop, take it out of your brain, woo, yeah, you know, you don't have that ability anymore. And I think that's something that everyone can benefit, but definitely adults can benefit from that topic a lot. Next book I'm going to recommend, ooh, I almost just hurt myself. So that book is The Perks of Being a Wallflower. I think this is great for adults because it has all the themes that we like to look at in books, like figuring out who you are and learning how to make friends, be in a relationship and all that good stuff. It's all in this book, but it's really easy to relate to because Charlie is such a relatable character. And also because it is told in the format of letters. And I think that's something that a lot of people that grew up in a time period when there wasn't Facebook or email or Insta messaging and all of that stuff, they can relate to it because they used to write letters to each other. and that's what Charlie does. So this is a good pick for an adult, I think. Let's be serious, guys. If this isn't the best YA book out there, then I just don't even know what to think anymore. I think Divergent is definitely a must-read for everyone of all ages, especially adults though, because it tells such great themes and great lessons, but it's wrapped up in lots and lots of action, so you almost don't even know that you're like learning these things. And then I think on top of that too, it really makes you, sorry about that, it really makes you think about your life choices and makes you think about who you've become and maybe why you've become that person. The next book I am going to recommend, you all know how much I love this book, The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. If you don't know how much I love this book, I will leave a link to the video below explaining why I think it's amazing. But basically, I think this would be good for adult in particular because it is really sarcastically funny. But on top of that, it touches on such a hard theme that a lot of people want to learn about, but they're too scared to read, like a Nicholas Sparks book, because let's be serious, if you're reading a Nicholas Sparks book, you're gonna ugly cry, and some people don't want to ugly cry. So I think this is a good alternative. You're learning about cancer, but there's humor to go alongside with it. This next book, I think it's YA. I think the character is like 18, but it's such a hard topic that maybe they made it adult, but whatever. I think adults should read this book regardless, and that is When She Woke. This book is kind of like The Scarlet Letter, but it's like in the future, and it's like really scary how realistic it could become, especially with all the hate that's in this world. I could see this happening. I think that's what the scariest thing about it was. But it's like a topic that people need to kind of talk about more because it is happening in this world, and I think, I don't know, it blew my mind, and I thought it was such a great book and definitely something that you should check out. So even though it might not be young adult, I'm still mentioning it here just because I can. So this last book I think is really funny, and that's the Half-Blood series. This is a great way to learn about Greek gods while laughing hysterically, and I think that adults would really appreciate this if they're looking for a fantasy recommendation. Now, the reason why I'm showing you the last book in the series is because this actual copy was signed by Jennifer Armentrout. I just went to the book signing this weekend, and I had her sign this. I had her draw a little picture in the cover. Oh, you know what? I'm not going to show you. I'll wait until the video that I do about the giveaway. So stay tuned. That giveaway video will be coming up soon, probably within the next week or so, and you can find out how you can win this copy of Sentinel, and I also have footage from my trip to the signing that you can see. That's your turn. Let us know what your favorite young adult books are that you think adults would also enjoy if they're trying to start to get into that genre. Thanks for watching, guys, and as always, if you like this video, please hit the big thumbs up on the bottom and leave a comment or whatever, and thanks for watching. Bye, guys. This is my second recommendation. No. I don't know what I'm saying. Okay.